Yes. Okay, Gil on line 4 is what we're going to try.
Hello?
Good morning.
Hi, I got a question for y'all.
Sure.
What is your socio-political belief? Are y'all Marxists?
No, we got... Again, I should point this out. This is the Atheist Community of Austin. We're just a small group. We are not trying to represent every atheist out there.
Oh.
And in our group, we have Republicans, Democrats, Libertarians. I don't know of any Marxists in the group at this point.
I don't know either, but I'm sure there are Marxist atheists in the United States.
Yeah, just the reason.
Atheists are extremely diverse.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something that most people don't learn it from their parents. They pick it up in life. So it's wherever you start from. There is only the beginnings of an atheist culture. There are individuals, and we are all very different.
What about yourself?
Huh? Oh, what about myself? I believe in God. I'm a deist.
Okay.
Okay. Do y'all have maybe an existential view of it? You know, like when Nietzsche said God is dead, but he meant it like God has no, how can I say it, like influence in man's existential existence, something like that. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, but we're taking it one step further and saying that God never existed.
Okay.
There will never be a God. What I understand what you were just saying there, that they were saying God invented this and then just let his creation run wild, and then man's to the point where he no longer needs him. We're saying that God was never existed. That it was just something man grew up at his infancy trying to explain scientific answers with.
Could I ask you a question?
Sure.
Sorry,
you said you were a deist?
Say again?
Did you
Let
say
me
you
turn
were
it
a
up.
deist?
What I'm mean by that, just I believe in God. I guess I believe in Christian values and some Christian principles, but I believe in God.
Okay, the reason I ask is that there was a very influential movement in the 18th century called deism that was very popular around the time of the American Revolution, and I was just curious if you were.
No, I've never heard about that.
Washington. Many of the founding
Jefferson,
fathers.
Madison. What the essentials were that, and these people they didn't say they were unreligious. They felt very free to associate, go to church, whatever. But it was, and I believe Locke was one of the founders of it. That there must be a God because of the complexity of creation. So it had to be created. But everything else they pretty much set aside, and it wasn't a personal God kind of thing. When you see writings where they use terms like providence and the Creator as opposed to Lord and Savior and stuff like that. That's the influence there, and it was a positive really influence.
So what you're saying, it was like they believed in God, but they weren't tied down with like Christian doctrine or any kind of religious.
That's right. Most of them, I believe, accepted that Jesus was a historical character and that he was a good person, but not that he was Son of God or anything like that.
Okay. Do y'all have I don't know if I should say this, like maybe a Darwinian scientific lean to your beliefs, just like total science, total.
Atheists support science, serious science, though, and without the emotion or bias.
I believe in the scientific method because science is the search for truth, and it applies to everything. And
we feel it's a whole lot more reliable, and it has proven to be more reliable throughout history than religious pursuit of truth.
It's a good thing to test. If you're going to say that something is true and it matters, if it matters to you, if it's really true, test it. And then once you've tested it, you move on. And one of the problems that we see with religion is that the same ideas will come up and they'll become a problem and they'll fade away and then they come up again. In science, what you have is a progression, and once a theory, let's say, is put to rest, it's put to rest, and then move on.
Okay. I guess the reason why I brought up Marxism is because.
Oh yes, I forgot.
I'm studying, Marxism in school and things like that, and it seemed like at the turn of the century, and maybe like in the 1880s, 1890s, it seemed like a lot of Marxists were, they were atheists, because I guess they were against the bourgeois or whatever. That's why I brought that up, and I just wanted to see how y'all felt about that.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of callers waiting in line there. You have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.